Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video about the RTX series of graphics cards. Today I just wanted to focus on a couple of things, well, even though there's a heck of a lot to talk about that I haven't mentioned in the last video. But this week, obviously, we've got the 3090 launch, which I alluded to in the last video, but with that coming up, I thought it'd be a good time to make a video prediction, I suppose, as to where we are with it. So, what am I expecting? It's really difficult, I think, for me, because they're over double the cost. I imagine the supplies will be even less limited. So it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit of a strange one. I imagine all of the Founders Editions will go pretty much straight away, unless NVIDIA have come up with something to enhance their security against the bots and the scripts and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I imagine all them will be gone. If not instantaneously, then within minutes anyway, I would have thought, probably. Even though it's double the cost, I think a lot of people see, the amount of money that people are trying to charge for the 3080s online and what have you, and think, oh, for an extra, I can guarantee myself a 3080 for $1,000 at the minute, or I can spend 1,400 and hopefully get myself a 3090 on Friday. So I guess we will see about that. I'm really in two minds as to whether to get one. I think for me the value comes at the 3080 value, but yeah, the value comes at the 3080 if you're looking to upgrade. Because I've seen quite a few leaked benchmarks, so you have to take it with a pinch of salt, but I've seen one set which has said it's 10% faster than the 3080, and then another one saying it's just under 20% faster than the 3080, which I thought, the feeling was, or I promised a little bit more, I guess. And on this one that I'm looking at right now, which is by Video Cards, or Video Card Z, however you want to pronounce it, they've got it at 19%, the 3090, 19% quicker than the 3080. And they've got it 42% quicker than the 2080 Ti. Now, I think I mentioned in the last video, but I was a bit disappointed with the uplift from 2080 Ti to the 3080. I was expecting more, especially as they were claiming double the performance of the 2080. I know, caveat, RTX, etc., etc. But even so, I still expected a much bigger uplift. So, with the fact that we're only getting 42%, only getting 42% from the 2080 Ti to 3090, that's sort of where I expected the 3080 to be, and the 3090 to kick on even more. But it's still impressive. It's still a good generational, leap, I suppose. So where I am currently is I've sold my 2080 Ti. So that's unfortunately gone. I'm now running a AMD Fury X. So I did have the AMD Frontier edition in there, but it was fairly loud with the blower, especially running games and stuff. So I've gone with that instead because it's got a 120mm AIO on it, and it runs it really nice and cool. I think it got up to about 42, 43, what I remember, when I was playing on it yesterday. So that was, that's not too bad, and it's obviously, I'm quite lucky in the sense I've got a couple of cards that are more than adequate. As you can see, the Frontier Edition over there. Oh no, the finger won't go. There we go. Got it. It's a lot more difficult than it looks. So it's just quite interesting to see how things will play out. I think I'm in the camp of hoping for NVIDIA to release some more Founders Editions of the 3080, because my plan is to get that into water cooler. Whether that's I think I'll do it with a water block this time and have its own separate loop. That's the plan. Anyway, we'll see. And of course, we've had the Supers, TIs, whatever they're going to be called, sort of semi-confirmed with the extra VRAM. I guess that's good as long as there's other improvements in the chip as well. If we actually do see a boost to cores and clocks and that sort of stuff. But we'll see. I imagine I mean, the good thing is they've left a bit of headroom between the 3080 and 3090, you know, for something to slip in like 10% higher than the 3080, you know, so it's just does bridge the gap at presumably like 750, 800 pounds ish, I would have thought. Or maybe down the line it will replace the 3080 and, you know, it'll be 650, 700. Obviously that would be ideal, I guess. But yeah, we will see. The other bit of news as well that I'm sure many of you will have spotted and noticed is that there's been quite a few cards go up on, you know, places like eBay, and a lot of people are, you know, bidding them up to infinity. So if you go on eBay at any point, there's a couple of cards on there for about 50 grand, which is quite interesting to see, in my opinion. And yeah, that's about as far as we've got, I think. I've not been anywhere near close to buying a card other than having a pre-order rejected, or you know, I was too late with it, so that's fine. I don't mind. I would rather now just wait until a Founders Edition comes free through Nvidia potentially. But yeah, I mean, I was in much of two minds between the 3090 and 3080, and of course I will keep an eye out for more independent reviews on it, you know, rather than these leaked ones. But it comes to a point where, you know, you have to sort of accept that, you know, two different sources reporting less than expected frame rates. So yeah, we'll see. I've heard, just as an aside, I've heard some stuff about AMD's new line of graphics cards, and my first sort of thought was, with this launch, was how on earth can AMD, you know, sort of bridge the gap and get anywhere near, only because, you know, the 5700 XT is so far behind, you know, the 2080 Super, 2080 Ti, that in order for it to bridge that gap, it needs to have a massive improvement. Now, you know, we've seen Nvidia with its like decent uplift. Actual fact, the uplift is pretty much what I predicted before, even though I thought I got it wrong, but we're actually getting what I thought we would get. And it does lead AMD, it does give AMD an opening, I think, to come in and not necessarily challenge the 3090, I don't believe that, but it may be able to challenge or get very close to the 3080. And if it's a better price, you know, I think you'll see people move over, which is good. It's great for competition. Obviously, I know that's why I presume that's why Nvidia have got these, you know, other cards to be released in order to bridge the gap if AMD do come out swinging. So, but we've not really seen anything of their cards, or I've not anyway, so it all seems to be rumour and conjecture at the minute. But yeah, there we go. Let me know how you think the 3090 launch is going to go. Be quite interesting to see. I will definitely do a video once we've seen the fallout of that, and just seeing what happens with it as well. So, and if also, let me know if you're like me, you're sort of waiting for just a general release of 3080. I'm pretty much happy to wait for it. You know, luckily, like I say, between the cards I've got, I shouldn't really struggle for anything, I guess. You know, the impending release of Cyberpunk at this point, you know, in terms of when cards might be ready, maybe will force me into it a bit earlier, but that's about the only thing I can really see affecting anything. Anyway, I'll thank you all for watching, and yeah, see you very soon. Bye for now.